morning students. Today I will discuss about the last two controls of Java GUI components. Those are the password field and message box. Let's start with the password field control. Password field control is used to develop the login form. If you have an email account, you must have seen a form which will ask you to enter your username and password in two separate boxes. The username which you will enter will be displayed as it is in the text box. But for typing the password, a different control called password field is provided. So the user has to type the password in the password field and not in the text box. Although text boxes and password field look similar with their shapes resembling a rectangular box, the working principle of password field is different from the text box. This is because whatever you type in the password field, it appears as a different character rather than the original one. Usually it is asterisk in most of the cases. Say for example, if your username is Rai and password is abc123, then the username Rai appears exactly as it is in the text box. But for the password abc123, what appears in the password field is simply the group of asterisk symbols. And this is how the password field hides your real data. The diagram in this slide will show you a password field which stores the password characters in the form of asterisks. Now let's discuss about the class which represents the password field in Java. JPassword field is the class which represents the password field. The commonly used method of JPassword field is getPassword. GetPassword is used to retrieve the typed in text from the password field. That means if your password is represented by a set of asterisk symbols, the getPassword method will retrieve the plain text out of those asterisk symbols, and the Java statement to do that will be string followed by a space, then comes the variable name password and then a semicolon in the first line. Then in the next line type password equal to string dot value of, then within bracket put jpassword field dot getPassword followed by a semicolon. Now let's take an instance where your password is abc123 and it is represented by a set of asterisk symbols in the password field. Now referring to the Java statement, that is password equal to string dot value of jpassword field dot getPassword followed by a semicolon, here the getPassword method will retrieve your actual password from the set of asterisk symbols, which in this case is abc123, and then it will store that in the string variable called password. As a result, the actual plaintext password is retrieved and gets stored in the variable called password. The next type of control is the message box. Message boxes are used to display warning, confirmation, or error dialog boxes in GUI applications. There is a class in Java which represents the message box, and the name of that class is JOptionPane. So it is the JOptionPane class which can be used to display a message box on the screen. In addition to the message box, it can also display the confirmation dialog box as well as input dialog box on the screen. The commonly used methods of the JOptionPane class are show message dialog, show confirm dialog, and the show input dialog. Let's start with the show message dialog method. Just refer to the chart for proper understanding. This method consists of two parameters. The first parameter is the container frame and the second parameter is the message text. See the description. Now, container frames come in different styles and layouts. The most simplest one is the null layout because this layout does not look professional. If we use the null layout, the window cannot be resized. Now just see the example in the chart which displays the text "Welcome, we have logged in successfully" with the show message dialog method using the JOptionPane class. The message will be displayed in the null layout as the first parameter, which is the container frame, is set to null. The Java statement to do that is JOptionPane.showMessageDialog, then within bracket put null followed by a comma, and then the text within inverted quote, that is "Welcome, you have logged in successfully." And once you type this statement, you will see the message box getting displayed exactly like this. Then the next method of the JOptionPane class is the show confirm dialog. This method displays a confirmation dialog box with yes, no, and cancel button. If you want to display that confirmation dialog box in the null layout, the Java statement to do that will be JOptionPane.showConfirmDialog, then within bracket put null, then type the text within inverted quote, that is "Are you sure you want to exit?" Then put a semicolon. On doing this, you will see the confirmation dialog like this. Then the next method of the JOptionPane class is show input dialog. This method displays an input dialog box. Say for example, if you want to display an input dialog box which will ask you to enter your age, the Java code to do that will be JOptionPane.showInputDialog, then within bracket and inverted quote put the text "Enter your age" followed by semicolon. After executing this Java code, you will see the input dialog box getting displayed like this.